Comrade, it's a great time having you. I'm Bismarck Osei. I have a lot of motivational messages on YouTube. Go to my channel. Nothing can stop you. Motivational messages. Watch them. Subscribe to them. Your 50s. Also have another channel on YouTube. I use the name Bismarck Osei. Your marriage will be a state of mind toward a lot of teachings on dating and course. Also watch them and subscribe to them for me. Also have a lot of on YouTube. I use the name Bismarck Osei. I have another channel, River from the Temple Sermon. A lot of sermons I have there for you. Also watch them and subscribe to them. Also, I have a lot of ebooks I've written on Amazon, Kindle and Gumroad. I'm advertising on Facebook. I'm not getting the sales. I know you help me get the sales. I have building your competitiveness in a crowded planet, $4. Amazon, Kindle and Gumroad. It will be impossible to have this world without you, $4. Your marriage will be a state of mind to over $5. You have also leaders of generational thinkers, $5. Also, I have also there is something inside the world is needed, $4. They are all there. Amazon, Kindle and Gumroad. Get these books for yourself. I'm counting on you guys to help me get more sales. I know you help me. I'm not getting any single sales from this book, and I'm counting on you. Thank you so much. Also, these books are coming up in the month of June 2024. In the month 2024, this month, building yourself as a self-made millionaire, $4. It will be available on Amazon, Kindle and Gumroad. Enhance your risk-taking ability, $4. Enhance your decision-making ability, $4. Growing with a cloud of luminaries and connoisseurs, $4. Also, smarter than competition put together, $4. These books are coming up this year and this month, 2024. I have a lot of books too. I've written plenty books, enhancing your opportunity, generating capabilities, and plenty books. If you can dream it, you can do it. Integrity is a print never fails. Plenty books there. I'm not getting sales. I know you help me get the sales. The next 15 minutes, I'm sharing with you motivation entitled Detecting the Direction of the Competition. Detecting the direction of the competition. Of course, overridingly, in every dynamic, diversifying perspective, we have to have unparalleled, meaningful insight into the growing level of competition in our field of discipline so that we can equip ourselves with the substantial values to detect the direction of competition, as done by Sam Walton, the man who established Walmart Company, the company that is the largest private employer, over 2 million employers in the global world. Secondly, or most importantly, ensure that your destiny resourcefulness is in confluence with the world's competitiveness for the staggering and crystallizing results in your relentless life pursuit. As a man called Charles W. Schiff, CEO and president of West Fargo. West Fargo is among the top 4 biggest bank in the US over the period, understood what it means to detect the direction of competition by leveraging on this, and understand that his destiny is in congruence with the world's competitiveness to achieve that staggering and very crystallizing results in the relentless life pursuit. Also, explosively, your repository of potentiality and diamond in you, build your competitive integrated edge to detect the direction of the global competition. Always remember that what you do is what makes you different. There is something inside you the world is in need of. Go and read my book on Amazon, Kindle and Gumroad. There's something inside the world need of. It's for $4. Go and get that book. So we understand that, as done by Asa Greg Scandlia, the American business mongo who started Coca-Cola Company in 1988, started from Atlanta. Over the period, he achieved very, very blistering and burgeoning results. There's this quote for Michael Jordan, an American legendary when it comes to basketball. Once said that we have competition every day because we set such higher. We have competition every day because we set such higher standard for ourselves that we have to go out there every day to live up to that. Michael Jordan is right. The legendary Michael Jordan is right. Setting higher standard is a substantial running requirement we need to detect the direction of the growing competition. I want to remind you on Bismarck Osei, have a lot of motivation messages on YouTube. Nothing can stop your motivation messages. Get 15 minutes, watch them, subscribe to them. Also have a lot of teachings on dating, courtship, and marriage. Yeah, 15 minutes. And your marriage will be a state of mind to also watch and subscribe to them. Also have another channel. You have River from the Temple sermons. I use the name Bismarck Osei. There are sermons there to watch them and subscribe to them. Also have a lot of books on Amazon, Kindle and Gumroad. Building Your Competitiveness, The Crowded Planet. Their ebooks, $4. To be impossible to have this world without you, $4. There's something inside the world is need of $4. Leaders of generation thinkers, $5. Your marriage will be a state of mind to the world, $4. $5. They are very cheap books. I'm not getting sales. Help me get the drive this. So I'm not getting a single sales from this book. I know you help me. I'm advertising anyway. Again, so help me get the sales of this book. I am counting on you. Also, these books are coming up in the month of June 2024. Building yourself a self-made ebooks that are available on Amazon and Gambit $4. Enhance your risk taking, I believe $4. Enhance your decision making, I believe $4. Growing with a cloud of luminaries and conditions $4. Also, expand the level of competition $4. They are coming up in the month of June, this month 2024. That will be available on Amazon and Gambit. I'm counting on you guys for that. I'm sorry for the breaks and images. It's not from me. It's on Facebook. I'm using a external camera on Facebook. That's causing the breaks. So I'm sorry for that. Also, I'm sharing to you detecting the direction of competition. I'm saying this, I want to share you a story about a man called Michael Aldrich. He's an English inventor, innovator, and an entrepreneur. He had a 38-year career in the IT industry, 20 years of which he spent as a CEO of an international company, a computer company, Randyphone, or Randyfuse, or old GGG company, computers. He also worked for Honeywell, now called Group Bull, and also Begons Corporation over the period, because he equipped himself with a pertinent arsenal of experience to detect the direction of the competition. He's the man who brought e-commerce. He's the inventor of e-commerce. He called Michael Aldrich from the British inventor. He was an IT advisor to the British Prime Minister, and at that time, Margaret Thatcher from 81 to 86, and also IT advisor to the Confederation of British Industry 82 to 83, and the president of the Institute of Information Scientists in 84 85, and the chairman of the Tavistock Institute of Human Relations 1989 to 99. Preponderance, he achieved that preponderance of experience towards creating a blazing massive accomplishment when it comes to inventing the e-commerce for the global world. In 1979, he invented the e-commerce that enabled online transaction between customers and business. Aldrich, he re-engineered the world. He re-engineered the world with a new trend of business that detected the direction of competition. And today, e-commerce have raised over billions and millions, millions and thousands of self-millionaires and self-billionaires for the global world. If now you're enjoying e-commerce, thank to a man called Michael Aldrich, who understood what it means to detect the direction of the competition by introducing new trend of business. In 1980, he invented the teleputter, a multi-purpose home informant center that was infusion of PC, TV, and telecom networking technologies. In 1981, he developed the concept of interactive broadband local lookup capital TV. Without any ambivalence, he understood what it means to stimulate his wave with venerated personality to take the direction of competition by inventing e-commerce that played a very momentous role, taking people to the permeating and penetrating relevant, not just mere existent. So what ways, somebody will ask, what are some of the blistering ways you can detect the direction of competition? What are some of the blistering ways? What are some of the ways that you can operationalize to detect the direction of competition in your field of discipline? Number one, comprehensively examine effective, innovative housing financing model and strategies you can introduce to the global leaders that will help lower income earners to own their own houses. In 2003, global housing deficit affected 1.6 billion people in the global world. It became very repetitive, very debilitating, very unpleasant development for the global world. You can shape the direction of competition by bringing innovative, effective housing financing model that will help lower income earners to own their own house. It becomes a very difficult problem for the world to crack. If you want to shape the direction of competition, crack that problem. How do you crack that? That connects your mind, build your mental endowment that you want to crack that problem, to shape the direction of competition, and you'll be celebrated as a personality that it will be impossible to have this world without you. David Ambroski, a Canadian expert in affordable housing over the period, has contributed towards ensuring that the world enjoyed affordable housing consistently over the period. Number two, monumentally, examine the new trend of business you can introduce for the global world to raise multitudious millionaires and billionaires for the global world. I told you about Michael Aldrich, who invented e-commerce, and also in 2007, the base M-Pesa from Kenya introduced the mobile money, and now mobile money in Africa, in Ghana, for instance, they have given jobs to more than 30,000 Ghanaians. In other countries, in Nigeria and neighboring other countries, and in the global world, it's created jobs for more than 3 to 4 million people in the global world. And now it has helped attenuate, it has been attenuating measure to deal with these attacks on road, because it is cashless system, and we cannot be oblivious about this achievement of M-Pesa in 2007, which they achieved for the global world. You can also wrap your mind around doing such a thing in your field of discipline, whether anthropology, history, whatever. You can do that. Number three, exponsibly. Come up with innovative and effective financing model and study that will help global government to develop children investment fund where they can create investment for children when they are 2 years and allow it to mature when they are 20 years, so that when they are 20 years to be available for them for entrepreneurial investment ventures, so that they will pay back in due time. This will help jettison the issue of global unemployment and also stimulate the world GDP by having also stimulate the world, stimulate the trend of investment in children for the global world. Sir John Templeton, American business inventor, bank ruler, somebody was so much a luminary and connoisseurs when it comes to investment field that he operationalized. And also, you can also wrap your mind around how you can achieve that for the global world. Number four, explosively examine a more effective, innovative managerial and administrative model and framework you can introduce to CEOs of global institutions, especially in your field of discipline, to improve industrial efficiency, and also that will contribute significantly to global GDP. This will help, this will be a palliative measure towards jettisoning the collapse of corporate institutions, layoff, and also economic recession. Examine with your impeccability, examine effective, innovative managerial administrative model and framework you can introduce for CEOs of global world in your field of discipline to enhance industrial efficiency and contribute significantly, prodigiously to global GDP. There is this story about this company that collapsed in the US called Lehman Brothers Incorporated. They were American global financial service established in 1950. They established in 1950 that contributed so much to development in the global world. In 2008, during the financial recession in the US, that time they were the fourth largest investment bank in the US, and it contributed so much in the global world. The bank collapsed. They were being affected by the mortgage financial crisis, and the bank doesn't exist again. Maybe find out what you can contribute towards getting some of these problems from Evergreen Bank, Evergreen Construction Company in China, so they have over $3 billion debt the country also facing. Find out how you can crack some of these things for the global world. Number five, patently, and most importantly, examine more effective, innovative, administrative, and managerial models and framework you can introduce into public sector in developing and lower middle income countries to improve public sector efficiency. This will help your ability to operationalize it, will help to aggrandize or help to improve the standard of living and lift over more than, that can help lift over more than 400 million people out of poverty in developing and lower middle income country the next 10 or 15 years. And therefore, and also can contribute towards GDP. So find out what are some of the effective, innovative, administrative, and managerial model and framework you can introduce the public sector in developing and lower middle income countries that will help improve the standard of living, aggregate the standard of living, that can help lift over 400 million people out of poverty in the next 15 years, especially in developing and lower middle income countries. Find out what you can do. A man called Alexis de Tocqueville, a post-French leader in 1820, introduced decentralization. And since he introduced it in 1820, they have helped the global world. They have leveraged on it to lift work and productivity when it comes to public administration. You can also find out what you can contribute in that sense in your country, in your continent, in the global world to achieve that very, very potentiating outcome. Thank you so much. I share with you detecting the direction of the competition. I'm Bismarck. Say go to my YouTube channel. Have a channel, Nothing Can Stop You Motivation Massive. Watch them, subscribe to it. 15 minutes. So have another channel, Your Marriage Will Be a State of Mind. You will develop teachings on dating and courtship and marriage. They're 15 minutes. Watch them, subscribe to them. Also on YouTube, I have another channel, River from the Temple Sermon. There are sermons uploaded, like My Secret is Jesus, The Economy of God, What Kind of Man Is This, The Greatest News of all time, on power, meaningful insight, and comprehensive perspective into the name of Jesus. Also What Kind of Man Is This, The Greatest News of all time. If it's not live for faith, it's not live for God. I have a lot of sermons. I have the regenerative, blessed recovery. I have all plenty sermons. I have there. So go also and watch them, subscribe to them. I have ebooks available on Amazon, Kindle, and Gumroad. I'm not getting sales. Help me get the sales of this book. Building your competitors, a credit panel, $4. There's something inside you. The word $4. The Amazon Kindle and Gumroad. Amazon Kindle and Gumroad. There is something inside the world is need of. $4. Leaders with generating is $5. Your mind, you'll be a state of mind to $5. Also, these books are coming up in the month of June 2024. Building Yourself as a Self-Made Millionaire, $4. To be Amazon, Kennel, and Gumroad. Enhance on risk taking, I believe, $4. Enhance on decision making, I believe, $4. Growing with a cloud of luminaries and connoisseurs, $4. Also, smarter level of competition could get at $4. They are all coming up in the month of June 2024. This month, they have a lot of books too. There are plenty of books I've written. Preparing your child for life realities. Time is a capital. God invested in us. A lot of things. Go and get this book. Thank you for your time. See you another time. Always remember that you can detect the direction of competition in your field of discipline. Thank you for